Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are on our way to Ukraine. So going to Odessa. So most people think, what in the name? Well, most people have just actually said, why? What? Huh? You're not scared? You're not worried? Well, really? Further east towards Mykolaiv, Kherson, etc. might be a different story, but no. So I'll keep this one short and sweet. I'll update you when I get across the border, because there's no guarantee I'm going to get across the border yet. Clearly they're going to be asking me questions, my motives and the reasons for why I'm crossing the border into Ukraine. But I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, or I'll cross that border when I get to it. Sat-nav tells me it's about 3.5 hours. It's 195 kilometers. But I can imagine that the roads aren't going to be great and I'm going to be delayed at the border. So we'll see how it goes. I'll get across the border. If I get into Ukraine, happy days, then I'll update. If not, then I'll be updating again, bawling tears. So see you all later on. See you in Odessa in 3.5 hours. Hopefully I'll see you in Ukraine in the next hour. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Okay, we're at the border and my stomach is in knots, so I'm just doing it very quickly because obviously no cameras allowed and all that sort of stuff. So wish me luck. I'm really nervous. I've never been this nervous trying to cross the border before, so yeah, let's see how this goes. Fingers crossed. Next time you hear me, I'll be in Ukraine. See you later. Bye-bye. So I've absolutely no idea what's going on. So I gave them my passport and gave them their registration document to the car. But there's a line of us here and then they've just gone off with the documents. So I'm kind of just following the lead, really. We are on the Ukrainian side. So I'm slowly kind of, don't know how much you can see of that. So I don't know where they've taken my license, my driving license, the car documents and my passport. So they've taken all three and just gone off. But I think they've taken the documents to other people as well, so maybe they'll just process them and bring them all back to us, so we just stay in a line. But I'm following the leader. Thankfully I'm not the lead car, so the two in front of me and one behind me. So but keep fingers crossed. Slava Ukraini. Bye bye. Keep this one quick, as I shouldn't be filming. I'm here 40 minutes now. I'm still sitting here. Two ahead have gone. They've gone, but there's still a few in the lane beside me that were here before me. So I think it's a bit of a scattered affair. So I'll get worried when they're all gone and I'm the last one standing. But I'm probably talking gibberish now. I'm only talking because I'm bored. So here 40 minutes now, and I've absolutely no idea. I haven't spoken to anyone since the last time I spoke here, so I've no idea what's going on. So, okay. I've been petting a dog. Don't know if you can see the dog. So I've been petting him, and my hands are filthy. So see you later. Bye bye. Slava Ukraini. We are in Ukraine. So that was about 45 minutes. But I'm in Ukraine. So sat-nav tells me an hour and 10 minutes, if you can read that, to Odessa. So 54 kilometers to go. And yeah, I'm just relieved and excited. But all right, out of here. Slava Ukraini. Bye-bye. Okay, so we're in Odessa. So you have to bear with me here because I'm holding on to a camera with one hand and trying to drive with the other and trying to pay attention to Google Maps. I'm about 8 minutes from my hotel. So the drive here from the border was uneventful. Quite a few army checkpoints, but they were basically just flagging you on. It reminded me of Northern Ireland in the 80s, where there were just army checkpoints all over the place at the time, but they basically didn't really do anything. They were just kind of waving you on. It's supposed to be an astoundingly beautiful city. It looks very, very pretty so far. They have a beach here on the Black Sea, so I'm going to go down and have a look at there. You know, it's very, very popular. I'm going to just take a wander around and soak in the atmosphere, and you know, see how the atmosphere, how it is in Ukraine. Right? Oh shit! Little bastard of a car stalled. It wasn't even on. Fucking bag of shite. 53,000 kilometers on it, but it has been battered into crap. Anyway, right, I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Good luck. So, welcome to Odessa. Say hello. This is right outside my hotel. Not a bad start. Very nice hotel. So there's kind of information in my room, basically about what to do if you hear the air raid siren. Basically make your way downstairs, don't use the lift, and the staff will guide you to where the shelter is. You might not even be able to hear this because of the noise of the fountain. I think that is the opera or a museum, or one or the other. Why did I even question that? I should have just said, that's the National Opera there in Odessa, because you wouldn't have known. I could have said, that's the Museum of Modern Art here in Odessa, because you wouldn't have known that either, unless you're actually from Ukraine, and specifically Odessa. Yeah, quite beautiful. So I am going to go get myself a SIM card and then get myself some food and take a wander down to the beach and go up and down the Potemkin stairs, or I think they're now called the Pravorsky stairs, and I'll probably do a lot of voiceover on this because there's just so much and I just really couldn't be bothered learning it all. So I'll just do loads of background beautiful scenery and then I'll just talk crap. Am I talking enough crap now? Right, I'll chat to you all later on. Bye-bye. So clearly this isn't the Ukraine you're expecting, and to an extent it wasn't the Ukraine I was expecting either. Well, to a certain extent. Oh dear God. I'm sorry. I'm going to disturb these guys now. Sorry. I've just momentarily distracted there. I have no idea what the hell I was talking about. What was it? Cut. So, before I was rudely interrupted, yeah, so this was... so, so clearly this wasn't the Ukraine that I was expecting. Probably no, Odessa was hit quite extensively at the beginning of the war, 18 months, getting close to 2 years ago now, when Putin thought this was just going to be a sweet divine Jesus Christ. What is going on here? Someone trying to take the piss out of me here. So Odessa was hit really hard. I'm close to giving up here now, so it's just taking the piss. Sorry, I'm really hoping you can hear me because it's hard to believe this country's at war. Well, this is another thing. This is what is even more bizarre about this lunatic decision of his, because this is Odessa. This is Ukraine. This could be, tell me I couldn't be in Paris or Rome or Milan or anywhere, London. This is Europe. This is Europe. We've got to understand that. Which makes it even more utterly bizarre that this war is happening here on our doorstep. It's only a few hours away from here. It's longer to fly to the Canary Islands than it is to get here. So anyway, fair play to Ukrainians, fair play to the people from Odessa. You know, they're trying to live their life and get back to normality as much as they can. But today, Odessa is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. You've also got to realize these cities are hundreds and hundreds of years old. Hundreds of years old. And that asshole, Putin, thinks he's going to destroy it. Well, Slava Ukraini. I'm talking gibberish now. I'm going to start filming some more background. If there's any city or country in the world that's worth fighting for, look at this beautiful city. People, once this war is finally over and Ukraine has finally kicked those fucking assholes out, I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful place to come to. Absolutely stunning. Don't know about the women though. Well, you know, haven't really seen any good looking women here, to be honest. Yeah, been a bit shabby really, to be honest with you. See you later. Bye-bye. Okay, this is a bit sobering. These are all the names of soldiers, young men and women from the area who have died in this senseless war. So trying to get down to the Potemkin, steps. Soldiers there at, yeah, telling me it's closed. They were letting some people down. So I don't know, maybe they just didn't like the cut of me jib. So I'm going to see if I can walk another way around, because my hotel is literally right beside it. Just another street. This is a useless piece of information. Don't even know why I'm saying it. Goodbye now. So I've actually found out how or why I can't get anywhere near the Potemkin steps. It's because there was a rocket attack last night on a hotel at the port, literally less than a couple of 100 meters away from my own hotel. So the Hotel Odessa, I think it was formerly the Kempinski hotel, what it was called, and a grain store. So that's why all the soldiers are stopping people from going down there, unless you're a resident. That's why those people are going down. So I'm trying to kind of see where the outskirts are, or the outer limit of it, should I say. Yeah, well, here's just another sign saying, I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it means no entry. And yeah, I'm an Irishman in Ukraine. I'm not even going to try and push it, so I'll go around another route and see where I can get, because I want to go down to the beach anyway, or down to the shore anyway. So okay, so yeah, normality during the day, and then mayhem at night, and then wake up the next morning and just get on with your lives again. Alrighty, see you later. I'd love to tell you that these are the world famous Potemkin stairs, but they're not, because there's no access to the Potemkin squares, because the Russians decided to blow up a hotel, or send rockets at a hotel right beside it, which is also right beside my hotel. So most famous tourist attraction in Odessa, one of the most famous in Ukraine, and I ain't gonna go to see it. Thank you, Vladman, you f***ing knob. So I'm going to try and make this quick. So that's the hotel, if you can see it. That was hit by missiles last night, courtesy of Putin and his boys. So yeah, and I've just kind of crossed into this street, even though there's signs either side, or one side, no access, no pictures, no videos. But obviously I think they've had to open up this road because it's a main road. Anyway, there it is. So, and this was last night, and my hotel is literally about 100 meters, not even 100 meters on the other side of that park, which I have to walk all the way around because it's all blocked off. And the Potemkin stairs is just down there to the left. So I'll see how far I can get down there either. But you know, they have martial law here, so you know, 10 o'clock everything has to shut down anyway, not allowed on the streets after that, because obviously crap like that happens. So it's war zone at night, coffee shops during the day. Welcome to Ukraine. Denied. I don't know if you can kind of see over my shoulder. The soldiers are there, and yeah, stopped me, checked my passport, but I knew that was to be expected anyway. Carry it with you, I have to have it with you. And very nice, lovely. Yeah, so I'm kind of lucky I got that far at all. Yeah, so no foot traffic allowed here at all, and the cars are allowed to go purely for access. They can't stop. Nobody can stop. No walking allowed. and only cars for access because it is a main road. And so there you go. Thank you, Vlad, man, you fucking prick. So looks like I'm just going to have to come back to Odessa again to see the Potemkin stairs. It's kind of why I booked my hotel. I booked my hotel right beside it. Here's some pictures of the stairs instead. Okay, the more I'm walking around now, you're definitely seeing more signs that we are in a country at war. I mean, there's Odessa port, and clearly the Crimea, literally just over there, okay, a couple of 100 kilometers. The port is clearly a very sensitive kind of military area, and I'm becoming even more and more conscious of the fact that, I mean, there's soldiers inside the port there as well, with the guns drawn, and so I'm being stopped kind of everywhere. Everyone's being kind of nice, but you don't want to tempt fate, you don't want to kind of push it. I am getting the sense that you know, people walking around with the cameras is uneasy. Dash cams are illegal here. They were actually banned last year, purely so as not to give evidence away or geographical points away. Any video images that could be seen by the Ruskies. So you can, and totally understandable, the sensitivities. So yeah, it's a bit mixed. You know, arrived here and it's vibrant and it's beautiful, but then you're kind of realizing that you are kind of restricted to different places that you can and cannot go, and you look it up. Literally just googled, you know, Odessa, and the latest news, all the news then is about this hotel bombing, which is literally just a couple of 100 meters away from my own hotel, and which you've just seen. So, and that was last night. So could be a quiet night tonight, could be another attack tonight, who knows. So I'm going to see if I can get down to the beach and at least try and get some more positive footage of Odessa, because it is a beautiful, beautiful city, and people are lovely, and you know, Slava Ukraini. I'm not going to get too close because I know there's security there, and I'm just going to get run out of the place. But yeah, so that was one of the buildings that was hit early on in the war. Yeah, so you can see why there's a lot more elevated security around the port area, because traditionally that's where so much of the infrastructure is based, as in the trade, as in the grain stores, and a port is by definition imports and exports, so hit the economic heart of the city, because, you know, Vladimir has been so accommodating in allowing Ukraine to export grain, which this is Odessa. So yeah, it's beginning to kind of sink in. I should have realised beforehand why it's so much more difficult here. I'm being a bit more subdued, so you're probably enjoying that because I'm talking less. Okay, so we're entering the Taras Shevchenko Park. Now, if you're wondering why the image has suddenly changed, it's because, hello doggy, it's because the battery's just run out on my GoPro, so now I'm using my phone. So, bear with me. This is the Taras Shevchenko Park. Don't ask me who Taras Shevchenko is. I might Google it, I might not. But it's one of the main parks. As you can see, even just walking in, it's very nice. Very, very nice. You'd be proud to have this in the middle of any city in the world. So I don't know, is it down to the fact that I'm tired or just overwhelmed by the fact that I am actually here in Ukraine, but clearly, yes, obviously the ports are the number one target. They've been the target since pretty much the beginning, because grain agriculture is the number one industry for Ukraine, source of income. It's, you know, exports to the world, and since the beginning of the war, all we've been hearing is Russia attacking the ports and grain silos and destroying hundreds of thousands of tons of grain. Everything that we've seen behind, they're all grain silos. So, and we're in Odessa. I can't even believe this just slipped my mind. So yeah, no wonder the security is so tight, and they're very because we can't actually cross this line here, as you can see, this string, so we can't even get too close over there. Totally understandable, because here's a gobshite like me, could be anyone just coming down, just a quick film around it and then quick upload to the arseholes behind us 300 kilometers away, and it gives them a better insight on where to aim and what to hit. So it's all becoming quite real now. It's surreal, because it is the way of life now, but I mean, that's to be expected after, you know, more than a year and a half. I mean, you just become immune to it. So and that's normal. It is like growing up in Northern Ireland. It was just the norm, you know, growing up there in late 70s, early 80s, or well, the entire 80s. It was the norm. You just kind of put up with it. You put up with the checkpoints, and not that, well, that's a bit of a bizarre comparison between Northern Ireland and here, but it's the only thing I can kind of relate to. So hopefully you understand. I'm not trying to kind of equate them. They were two totally different things. I'm jabbering on now, but yeah, it is a stunning city. It's a beautiful city, and this is Europe, and it's still just bizarre that this is happening on our doorstep. On our doorstep. I mean, I don't get it. Anyway, Slava Ukraine.